Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into some fascinating moves in the tech world, specifically Cisco's new AI initiatives announced in the Middle East. We're working off a press release from May 13th, 2025, and it details quite a bit of activity. It really shows where AI infrastructure might be heading.
Exactly. And it's not just, one-off projects. It looks like a very coordinated strategy. We're talking
Oh,
infrastructure partnerships, global collaboration, focusing heavily on Saudi Arabia, the UAE, but also linking back to the U.S.
yeah, and the level of involvement is pretty high. Cisco's CEO, Chuck Robbins, was just in the Gulf. And G2 Patel, who's their EVP and Chief Product Officer, he's actually part of President Trump's current visit to Saudi Arabia.
That definitely signals importance, doesn't it? High-level engagement like that.
It really does. So, our mission today really is to unpack these announcements, go a bit deeper than the headlines. What's the core strategy here? What does it tell us about where AI is going, especially in these regions? And maybe most importantly for you listening, what are the key things to understand from all this?
Okay, well, let's kick off with Saudi Arabia. Cisco's partnering up with Humane's alliance. Now, Humane is Saudi Arabia's big new AI enterprise. Cisco's coming in as a key technology partner. The idea is to build out their next-gen AI infrastructure.
Okay, humane. And the goal for that infrastructure.
They're stating it pretty clearly. Open, scalable, resilient, and cost-efficient. You hear those buzzwords a lot, but
Right, standard goals. But what makes this particular tie-up interesting? A global giant like Cisco with a new Saudi entity.
well, what's interesting is they're explicitly calling it a multi-year initiative. And the stated goal is huge. Position Saudi Arabia as a global leader in digital innovation.
Wow,
So
okay.
you combine Cisco's, global reach and deep tech expertise, networking, security, all that,
Yeah.
with Saudi Arabia's really strong AI ambitions, it creates potential for some serious synergy.
So it sounds like it's more than just Cisco selling equipment. It's like they're co-architecting the foundation.
That's exactly the feeling. Foundational collaboration. The press release even talks about setting a new standard. A new standard for AI infrastructure design, security, delivery. It implies a long-term, deep commitment.
Creating something genuinely cutting edge.
Yeah. And, beyond the tech side, you start thinking about the geopolitical angles, the economic shifts this could drive in the region.
Definitely something to watch. Okay, so alongside Saudi Arabia, they're also expanding things with G42 in the UAE. Remind us, who is G42 and what's the focus here, especially since it now includes the US?
Right. G42 is a major player based in the UAE, known for AI and cloud computing. They've got deep roots there, but also expanding globally. This extended partnership with Cisco is about pushing AI innovation and infrastructure. But crucially, the scope now covers both the UAE and the United States.
Okay, so not just a Middle East play then, it bridges over to the US tech scene. What kind of tech are they focusing on?
They'll be leveraging Cisco's secure AI portfolio, their AI native solutions, and combining that with G42's regional knowledge and their infrastructure capabilities. And interestingly, they mention a potential joint go-to-market initiative.
Go to market. So maybe selling combined solutions together.
That's what it suggests, offering joint AI services, perhaps, to customers across both regions, maybe even wider.
That points to a much tighter integration between them, doesn't it? Merging Cisco's tech with G42's market access.
Exactly. It raises interesting questions, too, about how they navigate those two very different markets, the UAE and the U.S.
True. Now, the announcement also mentioned Cisco joining something called AIP, the AI Infrastructure Partnership. The names involved there looked pretty significant.
Oh, absolutely. AIP is spearheaded by some heavy hitters. You've got BlackRock, Global Infrastructure Partners, GIP, MGX, Microsoft, Nvidia, and XAI.
Wow, that's quite a lineup.
And their initial aim to unlock something like $30 billion in capital.
30 billion just for AI infrastructure.
Yep, $30 billion. It just shows the sheer scale of investment needed for this AI build-out globally.
Incredible. So what's Cisco's role within AIT? Are they investing that money or?
They're coming in as a technology partner, which is key. It means they'll likely provide the core tech here, the networking gear, the security solutions that this massive infrastructure will run on.
Got it.
Their involvement basically strengthens AIP's ability to deliver, secure, efficient, scalable infrastructure needed for these really demanding AI workloads.
So AIP handles the capital and brings the big players together, and Cisco provides the essential plumbing, the tech backbone.
That's a good way to put it. A powerful combination for sure.
Okay. The press release also gave a nod to Qatar. What's happening there? Is it similar?
It's a bit different in Qatar. It's formalized as a letter of intent with their Ministry of Interior.
Okay. So more of a preliminary step.
Exactly. It signals potential future collaboration rather than a done deal right now.
Yeah.
They're looking at areas like Qatar's overall digital transformation, AI, infrastructure, cybersecurity,
Yeah.
the key areas you'd expect.
Right. So keeping the door open in Qatar, exploring possibilities while having more concrete partnerships in Saudi and the UAE.
Precisely.
Now, just to get a bit more context, these Middle East moves don't exist in a vacuum, right? Cisco's been doing other AI stuff globally.
Oh, definitely. This fits into a much bigger picture of Cisco's AI strategy. Just recently, they expanded their partnership with Nvidia. That's obviously huge for enterprise AI adoption. They released what they're calling AI's first open source security model. That could be really important for securing all this new infrastructure.
Interesting. Open source security.
Yeah. They also launched AI Defense to help secure enterprise AI transformations. And maybe the biggest signal, they set up a $1 billion global AI investment fund.
$1 billion.
Okay, which, could potentially fuel some of the innovation within these Middle East partnerships too.
So across the board, partnerships, security models, specific defense tools, a dedicated investment fund. It really does sound like a comprehensive, very serious push into the whole AI revolution.
I think that's fair to say. It covers infrastructure, security, investment, enterprise adoption, all the key angles. And you see this reflected in the leadership comments too. Chuck Robbins talks about the impressive AI ways in the Gulf and Cisco's commitment to making sure it's implemented securely and delivers real value.
Yeah, I saw that quote. He said, Cisco's proud to play a key role and confident they can help lead the way. Pretty assertive language.
It is. And G2 Patel, he stresses the sheer speed, the unprecedented pace of AI innovation. He highlights the absolute need for investment right now in infrastructure, but also in safety, security, and importantly, skills.
Skills gap is always a factor.
Always. Patel positions Cisco as developing the critical technologies of the AI era and seems genuinely enthusiastic about the Gulf collaborations.
Okay, so let's try and pull this all together. If we synthesize these announcements, what are the main takeaways?
Well, the big one is that Cisco is making very deliberate, very strategic moves to be a central player in AI infrastructure and innovation. It's global, yes, but there's this really intense focus on the Middle East, particularly Saudi Arabia and the UAE, alongside strengthening their U.S. position. And these aren't just sales deals. They feel like long-term, foundational partnerships building the plumbing for an AI future.
Right. And for you listening, why does this matter? Why should you care about these high-level tech partnerships?
Because these moves signal massive investments and collaborations that could genuinely reshape global tech and digital infrastructure.
Yeah.
The focus on secure, scalable AI infrastructure, bringing in huge financial players like BlackRock, tech giants like Microsoft and Nvidia, coupled with that clear government buy-in from the Middle East, it all points to AI development and adoption really accelerating.
So understanding this helps you see where the tech world is heading.
Exactly. You get insights into the trajectory, the potential bottlenecks, the opportunities that are emerging. It's about understanding the landscape.
Okay, so considering all that these global links, the huge money involved, the focus on security and innovation, what's the final thought? What's something provocative for us to chew on?
Well, given the sheer scale of it all, and especially this emphasis on building secure and trustworthy AI across different regions, it really makes you wonder, what's the next big breakthrough needed? Or maybe the next major hurdle we'll face? In making sure this AI-powered future is genuinely secure and beneficial for everyone, especially as these complex global systems keep evolving so fast.